Now, Peter, you're going to be telling us about an exciting new product today, aren't you?
Yes, that's correct.
What is it?
Well, it's kind of like a spoon, except that we call it a boon. Now,
A boon. Okay.
yeah, so here we have it.
Oh.
Let me taking that from you. Now, as you can see, it looks like a spoon, but actually, don't be deceived by that, because it's actually very much its own thing. See, unlike an actual spoon, which is completely down, this is folded up.
That's fascinating, Peter, because what you've done is your engineers and technologists have looked at the spoon, they've said where are its strengths, where are its sore points, and they've improved on it by it's quite a simple innovation, isn't it? But it makes it so much easier and so versatile.
Well, yeah, that's exactly the point. See, I don't know about you, but I find with the average spoon, the problem is sometimes when you're trying to eat something, let's say, I don't know, soup, for example. Soup, are you familiar with soup?
I've had
So-
soup.
So, with soup, for example, when you've got a regular spoon, so think like this, but with this folded down, when you go to spoon the liquid into your mouth,
So when you use a regular spoon with regular soup, you might find you spill it a lot.
well, yes, that's exactly the problem. That's I think that a study showed recently that's what's putting a lot of people, I think 98% of the population off eating soup, which I think is a shame because I don't know about you, I love soup, I think it's great.
It really helps you get your 5 a day.
It does,
Lots
yeah.
You can have potato soup, carrot soup, and all of those can be eaten with a boon. Now, it's so versatile. You can use the boon to eat grapes, bananas, vegetables, soup, vinegar.
Fish oil?
Fish oil is so healthy for you, and I've always struggled with a spoon to get enough fish oil in me. Now I've got the boon. I can do all those things. So, Peter, how much is the boon?
Well, at the moment we're sort of looking at a price of probably around $18.95.
$18.95, and you're getting all that boon for just $18.95.
Exactly, yes. You'd be crazy not to, right?
Yeah, and am I right in thinking that's just 3 instalments of $9.99?
Yeah, but yeah, I suppose if you're looking at it mathematically, that's correct.
Yeah, and now postage and packaging is only 99p. Call 999 and use our special gift code HELP. I've got a boon up my bum. I need an ambulance. There's blood.
Also, these bad boys are very useful for dinner parties.
Of course.
Now, if you're someone who regularly hosts quite upmarket dinner parties, or, well, low market dinner parties, it doesn't really matter what kind of class of dinner party it is, then there is no better way to show off to your guests than buying one of these. But then why stop at one? Get two.
Get 2 each, 3 if you've got 10 guests, get 20. We've also got offers on bulk buys, and they're going to be so impressed, aren't they? They're going to say, what is this? You got the latest thing. And am I right in thinking you also sell a special pouch for the boon, so you can store it very cleanly and accurately for just $10.99?
You are correct in saying so, and we'll come to that in a bit. But I'm just going to give you a little bit of a snippet, a bit of a teaser, just to make sure you stay on this channel. The pouch is actually made from real horses fur.
Ooh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
and it's got hints of sheepskin in it as well.
Very nice. Now, the boon is made by local artisans, isn't it?
That's correct.
And
yes.
they start with the raw material, so they go into the woods and you get a lorry load of traditional spoons in, and then the local artisans, using simple tools like hammers, hands, they really work these old spoons, turn them from these old-fashioned spoons into these brand new boons. They're so versatile. Like we said, you can eat whatever you want with it. You know, if you want to gain muscle, you can eat protein with it. If you want to lose weight, you can eat, just water with the boon, can't you?
Yeah,
And
you
you get your 5 a day with your vegetables, and just buy a boon.
That's correct, yeah. This is a shining example of innovation. So don't be stuck in the past using spoons. It's not like you'd be stuck watching a black and white television, for example.
I know,
is it?
I know.
You wouldn't use dial-up on the internet, you'd have
Yeah.
broadband. So why would you use a regular spoon?
know.
Upgrade to boon.
Now, I've only had a boon for 2 weeks, but as soon as I got my 10 boons in, I threw all my knives and forks away. I just didn't need them anymore because I can eat everything with the boon.
You can, yes. So see, the good thing about the boon, it's got these razor sharp edges. And that allows you to be able to kind of just... I'll do it if you just bear with me. You kind of slice it down like that, and then you just kind of scoop it up, and then you put it in your mouth. It's perfect, really. I mean, it kind of makes knives and forks redundant, really.
I know, and I thought it would take a long time to learn how to use, but I was using it within 2 hours. Within 2 hours, I'd learned how to eat a full meal with this.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's
It's
great.
fantastic. You can clean out your cupboards, get rid of all those fusty old-fashioned forks and knives, replace it with a Boon or 4. You know, you only actually need 1 Boon. If you live alone, you can just have 1 Boon. Just put your 1 Boon in its special sheep and horsehair pouch. You're there, you're set for next dinner. It's so easy, isn't it? My life, I've saved so much time on cooking and eating from having the Boon, because I can also cook with it, you know. I can use it for pushing food around the frying pan.
Yeah, you can.
And you can hold the Boon on the gas like this and do some little cooking in there. And you can cook each mouthful one at a time. And that saves on so much washing up, doesn't it? Because you can throw your frying pan out.
Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to move on from food as such, because it's not just the only thing you can use.
You can do more than just eat food with this.
You can, yeah. For all you heroin addicts out there, I mean, how annoying is it when you've got the normal... Again, when you've got the spoon, you go to light the liquid, and instead of boiling up on there, it just kind of moves off, you know?
You often find that you'll burn your hand because your hand's too close to the flame, isn't it?
Exactly,
so if you have
So obviously, you know, with a spoon, your hand would be sort of like here, you know? Whereas with here, you've got it all the way up here, it's safe. You get the lighter. So obviously with a regular spoon, when lighting your heroin, you're going to burn your fingers because it's lengthways like that, you're holding it like that. It's so close. Your fingers are so close to the flame. Whereas here, it's obviously vertical. So if you hold it up like this and if you get a lighter... Oh, do you have a lighter?
Maybe. Yeah, I do, yeah.
So let's say that I've... Thank you. So here we go. I'll put this at the top. There we go. See, now if there was heroin on that would be boiling up nicely and there would be no risk of spillage.
It's so much easier than having the spoon. With the Boon, you're going to make you're going to do yourself a lot less damage in terms of burning your fingers, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's another aspect of the Boon's great versatility. That's what I love about this Boon. It's just got so many uses. I can't believe it. You
can even use it for all you keen diggers out there with your metal detectors. You know, you're walking along, metal detector, and blip, 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 blip. You found something. Instead of having to use a shovel, well, if you've got your trusty Boon with you, you don't mind getting it a little bit dirty. Obviously, it will depend on your washing up skills. Am I right?
Yeah.
And you hear that bleeping, and immediately get the Boon out. Here it is, and you can just dig up the earth or the sand or whatever it is that you go digging in, and you can pull out your prize. So,
are there any golfers amongst you out there? Because what I've found is I've got my golf ball here in my pocket, and I'll have to reach in with my hand to get that golf ball. But if I have a spoon, I can just dip the spoon into the pocket, and it's so easy. I just get the ball out like that, and there it is, and it's ready to go, ready to hit with your golf club. It's so much easier than having to fish in with your hands, get your hand dirty with all the mud in your pocket. Just use the simple Boon, and you're good to go for the golf. Even with your mobile telephone, because what I often find is I'm holding my mobile telephone, I'm trying to hold it against my shoulder like this, you know, you end up dropping it, you miss the call. With the spoon like this, you just simply hold the mobile telephone like that, and you can listen to your calls. You can have conference calls on speakerphone, can't you?
Yeah.
And it's just so much easier.
It's just multi usage at its finest, really. It really is just a classic example of innovation. I've said it once, I'll say it again. I just can't stress how... Well, I can imagine how empty your lives would have been without this, because I knew how empty my life was without this. I mean, I don't have a girlfriend. My wife left me. My children.
Since you've had the Boon, you've been a lot happier, haven't you, Peter?
I have, yeah. So I said the multi-usage allows me to go out and pursue lots of different hobbies.
And if you send your children a picture of the Boon, they might come and visit.
We've gone through several usages of the Boon. We've gone food, we've gone heroin addiction, we've said golf, mobile phones.
Luring your children back.
So, you know, it's not only can it do all these other things, but it's obviously a very good driver for bringing family together.
Yeah, and what I find with an old spoon is it will lie down on the table like this. You can't pick it up, can you? But with the spoon, it holds itself up like that. And it really lends itself to just quick access. Grab the Boon, start eating, you're good to go. None of this scrambling around in the cutlery drawer for a spoon or a fork or a knife. You've just got the Boon, ready to go, haven't you?
Yeah, you have. Yeah, that's a great thing. And another great thing is when you're opening the cutlery drawer, You've got all your different cutlery there, and you're thinking, oh, how am I going to find what I'm looking for? Well, the Boon, it just sticks up. As you can see, it just sticks up. So when you open the drawer, there it is, ready to be used. And like we said, it makes all the other cutlery redundant. You don't need that.
And this is just $18.99 in 3 simple instalments of $9.99.
It is, yes, but there's tax and VAT charges on top of that.
Yes, as well. And the postage and packaging is just $9.99. But if you buy 2, it goes down to $99.99 for 4, and that's just in 7 easy instalments of $9.99 every year for the next 9 years.
Yeah, exactly.
That's so cheap. And these are flying off the shelves. Oh, I can see they're going down. We've only got 100 left. So we'll tell the artisans to keep producing some more. We'll get some more spoons in, the raw materials. Get some more hammers.
You can obviously a lot of problems that come into sort of manufacturing and is ethics. Obviously, a lot of people, you don't know where you're buying from, whether you're funding cheap labour or slavery. The thing here is that these people are being paid a very, very reasonable sum.
Do you mean this isn't made using slave labour?
No, it's not. No, it's the artisans are paid.
Yeah, okay. Now, when you order the Boon, it takes only 12 weeks to be delivered, isn't it? So get your credit cards out, buy it now, and within 12 weeks you'll have a Boon on your door ready to go.
You'd be crazy not to.
Yeah.